Here we go. Third down fan question of the week. Let's see what we got.
Chris Peace. He said the Giants signed Jameis Winston. React to it. What do you think about this? It's a two-year, $8 million deal with the New York Giants. Do you see this as a good move, and do you see them actually still going to draft or pick up a quarterback?
Yes. I think Jameis Winston will be of value to any young guy that's coming in. Okay. And a good resource if, to patch up a skill that can he get you through a game? Yes, he's shown that with the Cleveland Browns. I mean, for one point last year, it was like, yo, Jameis Winston can still play. Mm-hmm. And he beat the Baltimore Ravens, which is a playoff contender. But then it was like, Jameis going to do some Jameis activity.
Famous Jameis.
But that don't – Jameis Winston is probably one of the most interesting and entertaining NFL players to date.
Yes.
Because when he get in his bag of like, I'm just going to, all that. Call it corny, call it crazy, but the boy, he stay with a job, don't he?
This is the 10-year anniversary of the 2015 season.
Yeah.
So this is a question for me as a fan. What does this feel like? Do you feel like that moment in time with Carolina was a big moment for you all? And what's your idea of how do you even celebrate something like this? Because everybody don't get to do this. But with that type of team, do you celebrate this type of moment? And what's your idea of how to celebrate or how to honor that 2015 season?
There's no denying that was something special in Carolina that year. Do you celebrate it? Absolutely. Do you take the time to highlight the personnel that was affiliated from executive team, general managers, head coaches, and players? Absolutely. And even ownership? Absolutely. Because the sad truth is nobody cares about who lost or second place. You're just the first loser.
Yeah.
But the reality of it all is it's like there's not a lot of teams to have been in that position in the first place. And the impact that came from it and what came from it was so much. The team celebrations, the celebratory actions from the dab and the Superman and just the authentic nuance that the Carolina Panthers 2015 season represented for the masses is something that will never be forgotten. And that's what I'm most proud of.
I think even a person from Charlotte, as myself, I don't even know if with the team, the Panthers really understand how y'all shook up the city. Like, Charlotte isn't known for having great teams. Like, the Hornets, obviously, when Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues, we had the Jake Delhomme, Steve Smith, Muhsin Muhammad when they went to the Super Bowl. But just having that type of flair.
But in modern day.
In modern day. But even then, though, we went to the Super Bowl, but we just didn't have that swag, that flair. Yeah. And it was just like, we had Jew, obviously, and then it's TD, and then it's Luke, and the Khalil, Coach Ron Rivera, shout out to him just getting that job at Cal as the GM. But it just gave the city like another pulse. And it's like, you love the sport, but then also the city grew. It's like, man, Charlotte a place to be.
I'll tell you this. It's the perfect explanation of the American dream.
Yeah.
And we all love underdog stories. Yeah. Nobody ever looked to Carolina as a team of dominance. Mm-hmm. And even when you look at Auburn, nobody ever looked at Auburn as a team of dominance. And that's what I'm able to hang my hat on. And say, like, yo, everywhere that I've been able to be the catalyst of the underdog.
Yeah.
And that person, that persona, that aura that I brought to the game was just like trying to motivate everybody as well as motivating me, that nobody was believing in you. Nobody believed in us. Nobody thought that we could be 8-0, 10-0, 12-0, 14-0, and inevitably ending the season almost perfect in 15-1. Not a lot of teams have ever been 15-1.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? And that's the thing that you have to take a step back and look at, okay,
That was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
There you have it.